Lou, what did you like most about this kid when you had him down at the Senior Bowl?
Well, first of all, both guys, we were able to spend a ton of time around. So both Logan and Akeem, and I think the Senior Bowl access to those kids has been invaluable so far that, we've had a chance to really hone in and know these guys better than most. So again, I can't say how valuable that was.
What did you like about him? I mean, what did he show you as a football player, as a student of the game, all those kind of things?
Yeah, he's a tough kid. He's a coach's son. He's a guy that is really going to go first one in the meeting, last one out of the meeting. We had a situation during the game where the other team ran a power play that he kind of misfit. Coach Golden got him on the sideline. And in the fourth quarter, they run the same play. He fits it perfect. So, I think he's a guy that is going to work his tail off to do whatever we ask, and he brings a ton of athleticism. We're happy with the value that we got at this point in the draft.
Coach, he's a guy that played a lot. He played on the outside out there, played a lot in space. It looked like in Mobile, he showed you guys he could play in the box.
Yeah, he's got some position flex, which we like. So, I think he can do both. We can move him around a little bit. He actually played nickel at App State some, so he's been out of the box. He's been in the box, and a guy like that, again, is really going to help our special teams. This guy's can potentially be on the field for all 4 downs, which is great.
Lou, what's it been like for you to see, between free agency and now 2 of the first 4 picks being defensive guys? What's it been like to see a lot of your defense get kind of revamped over a short period of time?
No, it's exciting. I think a tribute to the, Duke and the people upstairs and the scouts and the coaches included. We've all spent a ton of time, evaluating these guys, and it's exciting. So we got a chance to bring in competition. Most of these guys are coming from winning programs, and all the free agents came from playoff teams. So, you're bringing guys that are into the building that are used to winning, which is so important.
Lou, how important is it these days to have guys versatile like Jermaine, like Logan, like Akeem, as opposed to back in the day when a guy was a strong side guy or just a weak side guy or just a middle guy?
Yeah, I think it's huge. Just the way the different things the offenses throw at you these days. The more guys that you can have do multiple things. A, it saves you some roster spots, and B, it just allows you to be more flexible with a guy that can maybe cover running back, a tight end, good blitzer, start outside, move inside. All those things can really help you.
With the way the division is, I mean, it's a physical, big people power division. But man, with Lamar Jackson, guys like that, you got to find linebackers that can run. I mean, you got to be able to play in space as well as take on the physicality. I mean, that's a unique combination you're trying to find there.
Oh, for sure, and I think we've accomplished that with both of the guys that we've taken so far. You watch Logan play on tape, and he's got almost 33-inch arms, and he's able to get in and out of his cuts and make plays that some guys can't. And certainly Akeem can do the same thing. So both guys give you that and flexibility to be able to chase guys down, but we'll still be stout enough to take on and shed blocks. So we're happy with that.
Lou, there were supposedly
guys from smaller school. These aren't SEC guys. I mean, how important is the transition and their ability to handle the jump up to the competition level? Is that going to be the biggest challenge with them, both these guys?
Yeah, to a degree. Again, I think they showed that they down at the Senior Bowl that they'll fit in right in with those guys from all those power conferences. So that again, I'll go back to that, where those guys did not flinch in when they're going against kids from LSU or Clemson or Michigan. It didn't matter. So we got a good feel for that down there.
Lou, are you satisfied with your depth at linebacker? Do you still feel like you need to add at the position?
Yeah, I think we're never satisfied. So we'll keep an open mind as we go forward. Again, I think the great job that we did in free agency allowed, and now what we've done so far in the draft allows us to look at best player available type situations. So if there's a guy that we feel like adds value later on in the draft, the next few picks, then we'll go with them just, based on obviously everybody's decision. But it's not out of the question. We go back there.
Coach, at the combine, you talked about when you talk about linebackers. First thing you talked about is you wanted to get guys that knew how to get lined up. It sounded like you were looking, for more than anything, for smart guys. How do Wilson and this kid fit into that?
Yeah, they're both in that light. I mean, like I said, Akeem graduated back in May, and he's a smart guy. He's a coach's son. His dad's I think the wide receiver coach at Army, if I'm not mistaken. Logan's done a great job picking things up. Spoke to his head coach yesterday and raved about him. So from a mental standpoint, so I think both those guys are going to come in. They're going to be the mental part of the game should not be an issue for either one of them.
What's the challenge when you get so many new guys that you expect to be contributors? How do how long is it going to, especially with no OTAs and rookie minicamp right now, how long is it going to take to kind of maybe get the chemistry right to where you want it to be?
Yeah, it's going to take time. That's just a part of this thing. How long it takes, I've seen it fairly quick with some guys, and others it takes a little bit longer. The good news is everybody's on the same playing field. It's not like just us are going to miss out on OTAs and rookie mini camps. The whole league is in the same boat. So the learning curve for the rookies is going to be, the same for everybody. The fact that we'll have some new faces out there, it's just where we're at. So we'll have to accelerate a little bit on our end.
And you put the team against North Carolina, South Carolina, pretty good opponents. He flashes as one of the best players on the football field, against that better competition. Was that encouraging when you look at tape like that? And then, like you mentioned, the Senior Bowl?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you see him making plays against those caliber athletes, and those are the guys he's going to be playing against on Sunday. So for sure, you put all that together, and it was a no-brainer for us.
Lou, he played 14 games, obviously, this year and the Senior Bowl, but there were some, I guess, injury concerns out there. Did you see any of that? Do you believe in any of that?
Yeah, no, I mean, we trust our doctors, and, obviously we did our due diligence on that. And if we felt that was an issue, we wouldn't have taken them. So, no, we feel good about it.
The fact that he had surgery, so he couldn't do anything at the combine, but the fact that you were able to coach him for a week, I mean, if you hadn't been able to do that, does it go another because of the foot? Maybe it doesn't go that way.
Yeah, we concentrate as coaches on the football side of things, and our medical people say yay or nay, and we didn't get any issues there, so we're full go, and all these kids got something. Let's face it, they've been playing football since they were 8, 9, 10 years old. So this guy's no different. I don't see. I'm not aware of anything that would hold this kid back.
What did you see about his intangibles down at the Senior Bowl, Coach, in terms of, a leader rather than a follower? Guys gravitate toward him. What type of guy was he that way?
Well, we made him. He was the team captain on defense, and he commanded, respect in a week. So, that to me, he's going to be a guy that, I think just the way he approaches every day, coming in, like I said earlier, coming in the building first, leaving last, and how he practices and things like that. He just got some natural leadership, which is great. The more of those guys you can add, the better.